All right. Well, this is just your weekly reminder that we post every Tuesday at 5 p.m. on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube for the full visuals. This is talking about the Nothing But Controversy episodes. We now post a new segment/show called More Controversy, where we post our interviews on Fridays at 7 p.m. You can still follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Nothing But Controversy. And if you want a link to all of those links and all those social medias, go to our Instagram bio and click the link in there.
This episode of Nothing But Controversy is brought to you by Bet99.com, Canada's newest online sportsbook and casino. Be sure to check out the player props, bet builder, and their risk-free live bet bonuses. Use code BOXING99 for a sports welcome offer deposit match of 100% up to $600.
This is Nothing But Controversy. Four guys on a podcast and we're talking about sports. Four guys on a podcast and we're talking about sports. Nothing But Controversy with Matt, Dawson, Cam, and Shaner.
Well, that was a great intro song. And with that being said, what's up, guys? And welcome to episode 22 of the Nothing But Controversy podcast. We are officially 122 days away from the start of the 2021 NFL regular season. And oh, baby, do we have a doozy of an episode for you today. Let's look at the schedule, okay? We start off with This Week in Sports. A lot of stuff happened. Then we go into our question of the week. Then we play a little game we like to call Guess Who. Then we have our bold prediction of the week. Then we're going to do another segment that we love to do called Think Fast. And then we go to NBC Trivia. Spoiler alert, Dawson's hosting this time. And then we intro a new freaking segment called You Ask, We Answer. What the heck is that? I don't know, but we'll find out in a bit. All right? Then we got Top 5. Then we got Lock of the Week in terms of betting. Who is excited?
Hey.
Okay. All right. That being said, let's go into our first segment we're going to start every week with, and that's a segment we like to call This Week in Sports. So this week in sports, a lot of stuff happened. Before we get into it, one of the biggest stories in the NHL was the whole Tom Wilson situation, but we're not going to talk about that in This Week in Sports just because that's going to be our spoiler alert, a part of our question of the week. So I don't know if any of you guys want to bring something up right now. I have two things to bring up, but I guess I'll go first. My first thing is the number one pound-for-pound boxer in the world, Canelo Alvarez, took on Billy Joe Saunders this weekend on Saturday and won by breaking his orbital bone, so kind of like his eye socket, and he had to get surgery and stuff. So he won by TKO. Capturing another one of the belts in the super middleweight division and proving once again why people just consider him the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I don't know if you guys watched that fight. I know Shane had a bunch of money on it.
Shane won big, baby. Canelo by KO. Okay, just quickly, before we talk about the actual sport, what do people mean when they say pound-for-pound best boxer?
Okay, so, you're not going to have a heavyweight fight a lightweight.
Right.
Okay? Because the heavyweight will obviously win.
Yes.
Because he's just way stronger and way more powerful. Yes. So when it comes to pound for pound, it's just the guy who's the best fighter, best head movement, best fighting technique. Okay. Just if this guy was this guy's weight, he would win in a fight. So Canelo, people are saying that Canelo is the best boxer on the planet.
So he's the most dominant in his class than anyone else, in a sense.
It's not even that. It's just you pit him up against anyone at his weight, pound for pound.
Got it.
He's the best fighter.
Got it.
So that's kind of what it means.
Okay. I did not watch the fight, but I heard a rumor Shane won some bread on that fight.
I did. I put $50 down and we came back with $150.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm complaining about that.
No, it was a great night.
All right.
What's your other story, Maddie?
Yeah, the next thing I want to bring up, my boy, Connor McDaniels, getting 100 points in 53 games. The obvious choice for Hart Trophy. was the obvious choice a good solid 2 months ago.
I
Stop
don't know about
shaking
that
your
one.
head. Stop shaking your head.
No, he wasn't.
It was
He
not
wasn't.
an obvious
Shut the
choice
fuck
2
up and
months
move on.
ago,
He
but
wasn't.
It was.
Freeman,
He
It
wasn't.
was absolutely the obvious
He
choice.
wasn't. He wasn't.
Shane, stop saying that. You just like Patty Cake. It's okay.
He
It's
wasn't.
okay.
Next.
Okay.
He wasn't.
Okay,
Keep
next
talking.
is gonna win the trophy. He's gonna win the trophy. He's the best player in the world.
he will, absolutely. But it
Look,
doesn't mean he was an obvious choice 2 months ago. There was a bunch of NHL analysts, experts who know a lot more about hockey than us.
Vote on the awards.
Patrick Kane winning the thing. That's all it comes down to.
All right.
Closer. It was a lot closer 2 months ago. Now there's no other way to go with it. Connor McDavid will win the Hart, deservedly so. Had a crazy season. Might never see this again, but it was a little close a while ago.
Holy fuck.
Disagree. What?
No, Connor McDavid is just a god.
I swear, guys, this might sound controversial, but as long as I've been alive, I don't think I've ever seen a person play better hockey than Connor McDavid. That might be crazy to say because we've lived through guys like Sidney Crosby, like Alex Ovechkin, like Patty Kane. Never. Don't think I've ever seen someone so dominant on the ice. It's amazing.
Matt, what's another nickname for Connor McDavid? There's Connor McDangles. What's another one?
Connor McJesus.
Speaking of Jesus, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Tebow is back in the NFL. Tim Tebow is back in the NFL. Breaking news, Tim Tebow signs a 1-year deal, or is expected, I don't know if he did yet, with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence to Tim Tebow, imagine that connection. I just wanted to bring it up, but I really want to hear Shane, the Gators fan, talk about this a little more.
He's one of the main reasons I'm a big Gators fan. I missed him in the NFL. I think Josh McDaniels absolutely ruined him in the NFL. And he never would have been a star quarterback, but I just don't think Josh McDaniels knows how to use running quarterbacks. Started there. We've seen it with Cam Newton now, but now he's back. He's a tight end. Comeback player of the year, baby.
Whoa. That's a bold statement.
Honestly, I'm happy to see it. I love Tebow. I think he's electric, but I think he should have done this a long time ago.
He should have done this 5 years ago.
He had this opportunity, when he was still in the league. He probably should have done it. That being said, I'm excited to see what he'll do. He's 34, right? He still has a little life left in him. Okay,
I
so
wonder if he brings back that celebration.
Shane.
Oh, I forgot about Tebow.
I wonder if he brings it
I
back.
just gotta say, like, you just said that Tim Tebow is gonna win comeback player
I
of the
didn't say it was just Joe.
I know, but I'm just saying you want him to win, but you got Saquon coming back too.
Also, if you remember on a podcast, you asked me who I thought was going to win, and Saquon was not the guy I said he was going to win.
Yeah, but you gotta hope for your guy. You gotta hope that he's gonna win.
You know who's going to win? Carson Wentz.
I don't think he's going to win.
agreed.
Carson Wentz is going to win. In other news, go for it, Matt.
You think Jameis Winston would qualify for the award?
I think so.
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because technically he is coming back. Like,
He played last
From what?
I mean, he's on the bench. He was the second string.
I don't think
Maybe.
that. I don't think
He was the third string, really, if we think
I don't
about
think
it.
that justifies him being a comeback player of the year.
No, because the way the Saints used him was he was the second string and Taysom Hill was the third string. So Taysom Hill would play all like the Swiss Army knife. And then
Taysom Hill started a game over Jameis Winston.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was weird,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But
Yeah. So like when Drew Brees was starting, he was like Jameis was the backup.
yeah.
That makes sense. Anyways, we're getting off topic here.
All right, well, I don't really bring hard-hitting sports content to This Week in Sports, so the one thing I really want to touch on briefly is the Logan Paul-Floyd Mayweather fight again. I think we spoke about it briefly last week, but they had their little – I don't know if it was a weigh-in or just like a presser or something, but fucking Jake Paul stealing the hat off fucking Floyd Mayweather. I hate him. Shane, we posted an Instagram post last night with Shane officially calling out Jake Paul for a fight. Shane, I don't know if you want to make any statements to Mr. Paul and his team at this time, or if we want to let our agents handle that behind the scenes, but
Listen, I do my talking in the ring.
that's it. So, Jake, the Nothing But Controversy boys, we want controversy. You know where to find us, so that's all I had to say, but he's just such a fucking loser.
And listen, put all the money you want on the table. The only way we're gonna get Shaner into the ring is if we let him have a couple beers before.
That's what I said.
Let him get nice and angry with a couple brewskis. Get him in the ring. I don't think you're gonna wanna fight a little tipsy Shaner.
Yeah.
For the record.
That was my first thought also.
All right. Someone talk about serious sports stuff.
All right. The Colts, big signing today. A little bit sneaky, got a lot of coverage, but Eric Fisher going to Indianapolis. I'm excited for my boy Carson Wentz. See what's up. How you feel about that, Dawson?
I'm pumped. I honestly thought it was going to be Leno from the Bears. I really thought it was going to be but I don't know when Fisher's coming back. Some people said August. Some people are saying like week 4 or 5. Like, I don't know. I think he'll be back like early on in the year, but he can't be worse than what we had fucking at left tackle, like chartered to be at left tackle, scheduled to be at left tackle, because I don't even know who it was. But no, I'm pretty pumped.
Am I crazy to think that Eric Fisher has been like struggling?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like,
Pretty sure he's been like a Pro Bowl.
well, he's been a Pro Bowler, but he also got drafted first overall, 2017, 16?
No.
A Pro Bowler once, but I'm pretty sure like the last couple of years he's been
2012.
struggling. I could be wrong, but
2013.
2013. Shit, that's crazy. Wow, really? Wow.
I mean, we can just point to how much Patty Mahomes struggled without him in the Super Bowl. Obviously, it was both tackles, but
Yeah.
I think having Fisher there kind of would have helped a little. And again, it nothing is worse than what we had scheduled to be there, because I don't know who it was. So I'm happy.
For them.
No complaints.
Yeah.
Good for him too. Got a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
A little bit of a prove it contract.
Prove it
Yeah,
contract.
upwards of 15, maybe more next year. So
Exactly.
Good deal.
It's what we did. It's what we did with Xavier Rhodes last year. He was struggling, obviously not coming off an injury necessarily, but a big prove it contract, and it shows that we pay our guys because we re-signed them. So
yeah.
again, no complaints from me. I'm a happy boy.
All right.
All right,
Good.
I'm gonna kick it over to hockey here, but not the NHL.
I'm fucking out. I'm out.
And the week before was the double IHF U18 championship. Canada took home the gold against Russia 5-3, led by Shane Wright and Connor Bedard. If you look at that tournament, the top 3 point getters were number 1, Matvei Michkov from Russia, Shane Wright, and then Connor Bedard. Those 3 players aren't even draft eligible this year.
Wow.
Michkov and Bedard are 2023, and Shane Wright is 2022. So the top 3 players can all go back next year in the U18 tournament.
I saw this post, like it was like TSN. They posted like, are we looking at the next Crosby and Ovechkin and Connor Bedard and Michkov?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I would not put it past them. I don't think you realize how good these 2 are.
I watched Connor Bedard try the lacrosse move in the semis when they were up like 2-1 or whatever, like 2-0, or I don't know what it was a close game though, and he tried a lacrosse move and literally just swung it over the net. But that kid is special, man.
Connor Bedard is the first player to get exceptional status in the WHL, and he led the league in points.
What's exceptional status? Like you could play
Like
when you're
15,
really young?
15,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and he led the league in points. And they actually did, like, this is going to be like a stretch, but they did like a comparison in McDavid's exceptional year in the OHL, and he was miles ahead of McDavid. Like McDavid averaged like 1.1 points a game or something, and Bedard was like 1.9.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we good?
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to our next segment, a segment we do every single week. That's a segment we like to call Question of the Week. So this week for the Question of the Week, I don't know. If you're a hockey fan and you haven't heard about this story, I mean, I probably said it a couple times. You've probably been living under a rock. But pretty much the biggest story in the NHL this week was something that happened in the Washington Capitals New York Rangers game, where a brawl kind of broke out, and Tom Wilson absolutely just like roughed up.
Ragdolled.
Yeah, like it's hard to explain. Like Artemi Panarin and whatever his name is, Busnevich or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And then this guy gets so like basically what if you're a football fan, like this was so dirty, like you could almost compare it to like a guy taking off another guy's helmet and trying to hit him with it.
So Miles Garrett.
I.e. Myles Garrett. Like, so like maybe you should roll that clip.
Beyond words, Joe. Gosh, they're absolute. I mean, this is multiple game suspension right here. It's just, I mean, I hate that anybody even has to watch this.
So yeah, when you think about it, like that's kind of crazy. And this guy gets $5,000 and no suspension. When a guy like Myles Garrett, who just did that, got the entire rest of the season, and like how much did he get fined? Like $250, $1 million?
I don't think $1 million, but it was definitely six figures. Definitely.
He was out for the rest of the year, and which is an appropriate thing. Like you could kill someone with a helmet, I think.
Literally.
If
Absolutely.
you hit them hard enough. So our question of the week is, do you think the Rangers handled the Tom Wilson situation properly? And before we get into it, basically what they did is they issued a statement after NHL player safety like gave them his $5,000 fine. Basically, the statement said, in lame terms, the NHL, you suck. George Peros, who's a head of player safety, you should get fired. That's kind of what the contract said. I don't know if I'm missing anything. That's pretty much what the gist of it was.
Mm-hmm.
So our question of the week is, do you think they handled that properly? I'll go first. I'm going to say absolutely. Okay? The team stuck behind their players, defended the team, and issued a statement saying exactly what the rest of the NHL has been thinking for a while. It was about time, because George Peros is a goon and should not be the head of player safety. This guy who was in his era, when he was playing, his career was all about, he was the goon. He was the guy who would get brought up from the minors to fight, like just to stir up shit. Okay? And you're going to put this guy at the head of player safety. Look, I'm all for like everyone's getting soft, contact sports and stuff. But like, there's got to be a line to be crossed. Like, first of all, just the fact that you put a goon at that position just seems like he's underqualified right away. Okay? Second of all, like $5,000 for something that dangerous, especially when Artemi Panarin is out for the season now, like it's kind of crazy in my opinion. So if I was on that team and they issued that statement, I'd be like, holy shit, I'm pumped to be a Ranger right now. As simple as that.
I agree that it's good for like team morale, but what was also good for team morale was fucking 6 guys dropping the gloves in the first 2 minutes. Like I just, as much as it's good that the Rangers voiced that and it's what the NHL's been thinking, what did it do other than get them a $250,000 fine?
No, but like to me, what you're saying is the way to improve team morale is to drop the gloves, 6 guys, but that shouldn't how it should be fixed.
Right, but
because all that's doing is saying, okay, if someone gets fucking hurt, someone could freaking lose their career, and you're just gonna stick up for the guy by fighting.
Right, but nothing changed.
I know, but there should be a punishment.
Yes.
More than $5,000.
Absolutely.
So when the Rangers are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He needs to be suspended. To me, I would have suspended Tom Wilson indefinitely.
Absolutely.
Agree with you.
But the question of the week is, did the Rangers handle it properly? Tom Wilson didn't get an extra suspension. He didn't get an extra fine. Nothing happened. So clearly something wasn't handled properly. Like I agree that like I was all for the statement. I'm all for this. I'm all for that. But nothing happened. So something didn't go right. Like, and again, respect to the Rangers, but the NHL is never, ever going to admit, you know what, we're wrong. Like we fucked up. Which is fucked up, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's sad.
I agree with you. Like what ended up happening? Bushnevich cross-checked Manta in the neck or the jaw, whatever it was, and got suspended for a game. It solved nothing, honestly. It really solved nothing. I don't think they handled it incorrectly. At some point, you got to stand up for yourself and say, I'm going to take this into my own hands, and we can respect the hell out of them for doing that. I agree with you, though, Dawson. It didn't really solve anything, and I mean, it was entertaining for everyone in the NHL world. Everyone that watches hockey had that game on, but
Hell yeah.
I don't think it really solved anything.
But it's not even the first time this has happened this year, right? Like this is we're just Montreal fans, so we had it happen to us firsthand. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Tom Wilson thing, but Tyler Myers hit who was it? Armia, and Armia got a concussion, and there was no.
He didn't even get a fine.
And all that happened next game was Joel Edmondson came up to him at the center ice at the start of before the game started. He's like, "We're gonna go." Their first shift, they went, and then boom, it was like Armia's concussion was not even there. He was gone for a whole month. Like, it's unfair to these players that are getting hurt. Like there has to be like percussion. I'm not saying like you're wrong by because I think I'm saying the Rangers handled it well, and the Rangers handled it pretty much as well as I think they could have.
Let me jump in with the most controversial statement I will ever say on this podcast. Yes, Tom Wilson deserved a suspension, but what he did is not as bad as what everyone thinks he did. Yes, he punched Pavel Buchnevich in the head. He did it. In the scrum, he punched him. But Artemi Panarin went after Tom Wilson. It wasn't Tom Wilson that grabbed Artemi Panarin out of the pile and started hitting him. Artemi Panarin went after him, and Tom Wilson was defending himself, as any hockey player would have done.
Yeah, but he threw him to the ground, and when he was on the ground, Artemi Panarin's helmet came off, and he was on the ground, and he kept going.
But he never bounced his. He never hit his head off the ice or anything.
I know, but
he had the intention.
I know what you're saying, but if he that was a couple inches from Artemi Panarin's life ending.
It was. He never hit his head. He just pushed him, and then he started punching him as any fighter in the NHL would have done.
Tom Wilson pulled Artemi Panarin down by his hair.
But Artemi Panarin went after him
I understand, but when a guy doesn't have his helmet on, it's like square up and fight him. Don't pull him down by the hair and smoke.
He should have been suspended, but he shouldn't have been suspended for as long as you're saying that he should have been suspended.
I don't even I don't care about
I think a play that happens where you can consider it to be life and death. It's such an issue.
The league looked at it and probably said Artemi Panarin went after him first, and he's protecting himself.
But at what point do you say like putting a guy down who has no helmet on by the hair and almost smoking his head on the ice is a good play that's good self-defense. I don't know.
He should be suspended, but he should not be suspended indefinitely.
And you know what?
All players should carry pepper spray.
Yeah, the major problem with the NHL is that 99.999% of the people in the NHL or any hockey fan said he deserves a suspension.
He does.
And it's literally the 0.001% that's head of NHL player safety that say, I'm a goon, so this is hockey. Like, it's so stupid.
Suspension. He just doesn't deserve as long as you are saying that he deserves it.
Okay.
The Rangers putting out that statement was stupid. Did nothing but hurt their team. Them on the ice fighting, I agree with that. I agree with squaring it up, fight it out, because that's show that you're a team and you're going to fight for your teammates. But them releasing the statement was completely wrong, and they should not have done that.
I think all that the statement does is prove to the players, like, we're here for you. You know, like, we're here for you before the league.
Fired the next morning. That's what it did.
Yeah.
We're still not sure if that's the cause of the fire.
I don't think that was the cause. They said it wasn't the cause, but
that I don't know. It definitely might have contributed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ask me. I don't know. I mean, they didn't have a good year or anything, but
I guess I'm also viewing it on the player's point of view, right?
No.
Like, to me, it's just if I'm in a locker room and my fucking best bud gets almost fucking could like get a concussion or like lose his fucking like get like CTE just from like one play because it was so close. Like, to me, like, just getting up the next day, going out and fighting 6 guys doesn't justify it. It's not. It's not good enough.
Put exactly what you just said. Your buddy just got almost slammed to the ice. Whatever. Yeah. Is your first reaction, I want to beat the shit out of whoever did that, or is it I want my dad to write a note to this guy?
No. Okay, no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm pro Rangers, and I'm like every argument that I'm saying is just a shot to NHL player safety, a shot to George Peros. It's not a shot to the Rangers. Because I think I would have done the exact same thing, like I said before. I would have done the exact same thing.
That note did nothing. Nothing came of them writing that note, except for them losing.
I think it definitely showed the players, like, we're here for you, so I disagree with you. But, like, to me, it's just – I think they need to change the management of player safety. Like, I think it's just happened so many times, and this is the worst time, and he didn't even get a suspension.
They
Like, to me,
do
that's
need to
crazy.
change it, but that note is not what's going to make them change it.
I think it might
Fair
pave
enough.
the way for
Fair
a couple more teams to stand out,
Mhm.
stand up against other issues that they see fit, and like if they want to put out a statement, it gives other teams a voice to do that. I didn't agree with it though. I mean,
But if they're
for them
finding,
for doing that, I just don't think taking to Twitter and Facebook and
Yeah.
if
like,
they're finding teams a quarter
pick
of
up the phone.
$250,000 every time you do that, how many teams are going to want to step up and be like,
But-
fuck that?
It's also a very bad look on the NHL. Like, oh yeah, you want to speak up against us? Here's a $250,000 fine. Like, that's kind of fucked up. But like Cam said, I think publicly handling it maybe wasn't the best route. If they picked up the phone and they said all those things and they read that exact statement, they wouldn't have got fined $250,000. But I get that you were, showing your boys why you were reaching out and building team morale and things like that. But it's tough. It's tough. All right. Quick question before we jump in. I asked Matt this. Would you want Tom Wilson on your team?
Absolutely. Any day of the week.
Yeah?
Would.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? He's a contributor. He's putting up points. He's played with Ovechkin before. I don't know if he's still on his line now, but
Tom Wilson is Josh Anderson on steroids. It's literally what Tom Wilson is.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe he has a roid rage.
It might be.
It probably is.
Okay,
All right.
This guy a piss sample.
Yeah.
All
What do we
right.
got next, Matt?
All right. Let's go to our next segment. This is a little game we like to play. A game we like to call Guess Who. So we haven't done this in like maybe a month and a couple weeks. So basically, for those who don't know, Guess Who is just a little game where when you were younger, it was just like you'd play against someone, you just ask yes or no questions to narrow it down to some people, okay? And we're going to do it in terms of like athletes. So we pick an athlete, and then we go around asking yes or no questions. Once, let's say I have a player, Dawson asks me a yes or no question, I say yes. He has 2 to 3 seconds to guess the person. If he guesses wrong, he's frozen and he cannot ask a question until someone else guesses wrong. But he could also just choose to not guess and continue going. Okay? Simple enough. I'll go first, and I'll say we'll go Dawson, Cam, Shaner.
All right. So we're going speed edition here. We're not going we're not taking our time to ask questions. Quick. All right. Male.
Yes.
Football.
Yep.
NFL.
Yes.
Oh, it's my turn. Currently playing.
No.
NFC.
Yes.
Did he only ever play in the NFC?
Can't tell you.
How do you
Sorry.
expect us to ask questions if you don't even know the
All
answer
right.
to the question?
Retired in the last 5 years.
I think so. No.
Okay.
Say maybe.
Oh my god.
All right. NFC East.
No.
Did he play for any of our teams?
Like our favorite teams?
Yes.
No.
Is he a Hall of Famer, or is he about like on the?
Don't think he will.
Okay, don't think. Oh fuck.
That's harsh. Never won a Super Bowl?
No.
Quarterback.
No.
NFC South.
No.
Receiver.
No.
Running back.
Yes.
NFC West.
No. So we've established that he was in the NFC North. I'll just say like he was in the NFC North for his good years, because I don't know if he like changed.
I know who it is.
Okay, running back.
Me
in
too.
the
I
NFC.
really want to throw out a guess here.
Yeah, I want to also.
We'll ask a question first.
Did he play for the Bears?
He did.
Rob
Oh,
Forte.
Yep, you got it.
Damn!
The Jets. He played for the Jets.
He played for the Jets. Okay. I was
Damn.
thinking Dolphins, but I guess I was just like same division wrong.
oh man, I knew it.
Yeah. I
All
love
right.
Matt Forte, bro. He was
So
nasty.
good. Him and Arian Foster.
Yeah. Don't think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer though.
No. All right. I'm ready to go. Let's go Matt, Cam, Shane.
Male.
Yes.
Football.
Yes.
CFL.
No.
NFL.
Yes.
AFC.
Yes.
Did he play for the Colts?
No.
Did he play in the AFC East?
Yes.
Quarterback.
No.
Running back.
No.
Is he currently playing?
No.
Hall of Famer.
I don't know if he is yet, but he will be.
Defensive player.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wait, what'd you just ask? I didn't hear.
Defensive player.
Oh. Did he play for the Jets?
No.
Linebacker.
No.
Play for the Pats.
Nope.
Did he play for the Bills?
No.
Awesome.
Okay.
Safety.
Nope.
Corner.
No.
I mean, defensive line, I guess.
Yes.
Oh my God. Is he?
No.
Did he ever play in the CFL?
No, but I know who you're thinking of.
Okay. All right. I thought I was gonna get away with a quick one there.
No.
I'm blanking on names here.
Was he a defensive end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to guess, Shane?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I have zero idea.
Do I win?
I don't know what.
I'm going to go back. I'm not sure if he played D end full time.
Okay.
Honestly, I have no idea. I can't even tell you.
Do I win?
I was thinking of the guy Cam was thinking of, and I couldn't even think of his name. So
Cam Wake?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was.
Nope.
So it was a defensive end. Wait, did you say he still plays? No, eh?
No, he doesn't.
He could go to the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if he already is. He very well could be.
I might know who.
I think he is.
I know who it is. I think I know who it is.
Shane.
Is it Jason Taylor? He played for
Hey.
the Jets also.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh. Respect.
couldn't have told you.
All right, Cam. Let's hear it, baby.
Go crazy.
Who's your
Shane, you start.
Yeah, Shane go, then Dawson, then Matt. That's the order I have it on my screen.
NHL?
Yeah.
Whoa. Currently playing.
Yeah.
Currently in the Canadian division.
No.
Is he Canadian?
No.
Does he play in the Western Conference?
No.
And Chris, what do you mean by Western Conference? Like right now or usually?
Well, either way,
He's
no.
on-
Usually.
Either way,
Okay.
no.
Hmm.
Does he play goalie?
No.
Is he a forward?
Yeah.
Does he play for the Washington Capitals?
No. I don't know why I had to think of that one.
Also not in the West. Does he play for the Nashville Predators?
No.
That's a
That
Aren't
would
they in the West?
yeah.
Yeah, he said the West, no?
No, he said
No, I said
no.
not in the West. No.
Oh, not in the West.
Has
Fuck.
he never played for one team?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
Is his jersey number above 80?
No.
Does he play for the Tampa Bay Lightning?
No.
Wait, you said he was a forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have some shit that can narrow it down, though, that I'm
Does-
thinking of. But
Does he
anyways.
play in Florida?
No.
Does he play in New York?
Yeah.
Is it your favorite player? The guy you said he was going to win the Hart? Artemi Panarin?
There you go.
Artemi Panarin has not only played for one team.
Who do you play for? Oh, it's true.
Columbus.
It's
Also, I'm the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, that's my bad.
This
Sorry,
man,
boys.
this man had me tripping.
Okay, we all messed up on our answers here, so.
All right.
I feel
Go.
like you already chose Artemi Panarin once. Forget who.
We played it 3 times.
No, no chance. I chose I Bobrovsky, I think.
That you did.
Go Matt, Dawson, Cam.
Is it a male?
Yes.
NHL.
Yes.
Fuck.
Canadian division.
No.
Is he a goalie?
No.
Is he currently playing?
He is.
He's in the East division.
No. No.
Is he a forward?
It's not your turn.
Is it not?
No, I think it was Matt's turn.
Oh. We'll hurry up then.
Does he play for the Tampa Bay Lightning?
No.
Is he a forward?
Yes.
Is his jersey number above 80? I like that question, Dawson.
No.
All right.
Does he play for Columbus?
I'm fresh. Is he a winger?
No.
Is he American?
No.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah.
Does he play for Chicago?
Does he play for New York? Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, it's Cam.
It's also in the West,
Yeah.
right?
Said it was in the West, but
Has he won a cup?
no.
Yeah, it's true. You said he was in the West.
I didn't say he was in the West.
Is he in the West?
No. Oh, yeah.
Didn't you say he was in the West before?
Yeah.
No, is he in the West division?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Is it my turn?
I don't even know who's. in
Okay,
the
I
West
don't know what questions to ask, so I'm gonna make a guess so that I freeze myself. Is it Tyler Seguin? Okay.
Why is that the guy that comes to your head?
I don't know. I met him once.
Okay, fair enough.
Is he gonna make the playoffs this year?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Does he play for Vegas?
No,
Does he play for Colorado?
he does. You can guess now, Cam, if you want to.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Is he the second best player in the world considered by a lot of people?
No.
Okay.
I guess technically, sure, but no,
Okay.
not at this moment.
Well, considered by a lot of people. It's Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All right. Hey, thanks, guys. You know what? That was my first guess who wins. So I'm proud of myself because I had a very bad showing on trivia last week.
Yeah, you did.
Anyways.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. I got to question 8 and I didn't get it. I finally got one. It was one that everyone got in the world. So, anyways, let's move on to our next segment. A segment we do every week. That's our bold prediction of the week. So this week for our bold prediction, I'm kind of taking it off the grid here with something we don't really talk about a lot. But CF Montreal, formerly known as the Montreal Impact. I don't know if you guys are any fans of these guys, but for those who are CF Montreal fans, it's been a very, very weird season. Okay? These guys, a lot of people thought they're going to be really dust. And you know what? They did okay for the first couple of games, and they lost, and it's just been super weird. But my bold prediction of the week, so they play Inter Miami on Wednesday, the team owned by David Beckham. And my bold prediction is that they will beat Inter Miami by 3-0 on Wednesday. Very bold because it's been very weird, but we're going to go with it.
All right. My bold prediction. I don't have a backstory like you. On Thursday, May 13th, the Minnesota Timberwolves will defeat the Denver Nuggets. That's it. Denver's very good. Minnesota's not very good.
I'm going to take it to UFC 262. I'm really excited for the card this weekend.
Cool. Let's go.
Tony Ferguson's going to beat Dariush. It's my bold
That is
prediction of the
bold.
week.
That's very bold. Dariush is on his way up, the
I
leaderboards.
absolutely agree. It's bold. I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but Tony Ferguson can take a beating from anyone. He proved that in his last fight, so
Yep.
I think he can do it again and maybe sneak one. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, boys, this one's really bold.
Is
Montreal.
it a goalie scoring a goal ball? Okay.
Montreal Canadiens have 2 games left. Tyler Toffoli currently leads the team in points. Nick Suzuki is 5 points behind him. By the end of the year, Nick Suzuki will lead the Habs in points.
That is bold.
Mm,
That is bold. But you know what? That entails the Habs scoring at least 5 goals in the next 2 games, which I would like to see.
I'll take it.
So those were our bold predictions of the week. Listen, we're going to go to another segment. We did this last week, actually. We brought it back after a long while, and it's a little segment we like to call Think Fast. And basically what Think Fast is, for those who don't know, is I'm going to ask a question. These guys are going to have like 7 to 8 seconds to write down an answer and hold it up, and then we'll discuss. Okay? So the draft happened a couple weeks ago, so I have a kind of a theoretical question, okay? So before we get on with these questions, just establish the position you played playing football growing up. So I was a receiver. Dawson, you were O-line.
I played O-line, yeah.
Cam, you were quarterback. I don't know, Shane, if you want to say D-line or kicker. I don't know which one you want to go with.
I'll go with kicker. I'll take one for the team.
Okay, so you'll go with kicker. So first Think Fast question, okay? Imagine we're all projected second-round picks.
Okay, now I'll say there's no way as a kid. I'll take
Okay, just your D-line then, okay? We're all projected second-round picks, okay? So it's not like in the first round where you're drafting the best player available. It's second round, you're starting to draft like your needs. You're starting, okay?
Yeah.
So if you were getting drafted tomorrow, okay, where would you want to go most? So you're getting you get the call and you're like, holy shit, this is the team that I think is great for me right now. Okay? Does that make sense?
Makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
We're allowed to say our favorite team.
Sure. You have to say why.
All right.
3, 2, 1, raise them up. Okay, so I have LA Chargers. Dawson has Vegas. Cam has the Pats. And Shaner has his homegrown Giants. Okay? So the reason I have the LA Chargers is because I was a receiver. And I think that if I went to LA, first of all, it's LA. Second of all, I think right away I would be set up for success. Because if I'm a second-round receiver, I'm probably going to become the second best receiver on that team because they have Keenan Allen. So right there, I'm already not getting covered by the best DB every game in and game out. So it's actually going to let me settle into the team, settle into the league. But I think, and also getting the ball from Justin Herbert, guy who's shown last year that he could freaking sling a ball. I think that would just be a cool place to go, and I think I'd be set up in a great spot there.
I mean, clearly you haven't seen Trey Lance's take-home from his salary being cut in half, knowing that he's moving to Cali. So that actually played into mine. Obviously, Vegas, brand new stadium, new city for the team. Up-and-coming team in a sense, you could maybe say. They're not great. They're middle of the pack. But no state income tax in Nevada? Come on, if I sign an $8 million signing bonus, I'm keeping $8 million.
Thank you. So you're getting an $8 million signing bonus in the second round?
You know what I mean? Anyways.
Also, there's a 100% guarantee that if you went in the second round of the Raiders, you were probably a third-round projected pick. So you're feeling nice.
I know.
Feeling good.
Didn't they get who'd they get in the second round? Didn't they
Yeah,
get
Morik.
Morik? Yeah.
But they always
Yeah, but they also took Leatherwood in the first round.
Yeah, but still.
But no, they obviously had some O-line needs, seeing as they drafted Leatherwood, but cool city, no state income tax, Vegas, I'm coming, baby.
He's already been there, too.
I have already been there.
He knows the city.
I can't speak too much on it because, what they say, what happens in Vegas. NBC Vegas trip?
Absolutely.
Incoming.
Don't count on me coming back.
I went the Pats here. I don't know how I feel about it. Great situation, obviously, for anyone. You're with Bill Belichick. I don't know. I don't think I could pass that up. Just thinking, I would say the Saints though too. Team that might be looking for a quarterback in the next year or two. Being a second round pick, I'll slide in, learn the offense for a year, and then maybe start. I do like the Pats though a lot.
I think I'd rather you start than Taysom Hill.
I like Taysom. Maybe not as a starting quarterback though.
Not as a star. I just really like Jameis. Anyways, you know this.
Shane, why are we going to the Giants?
I had to pick the homegrown team here. Like I said previously, I love playing in the cold. That cold weather, I don't know, something always got me ready to go. And the Giants just haven't had pass rushers for since 2007 when they had Strahan, Tuck, Umanura, when they were stacked, and now they just can't seem to get one. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get in there, get some sacks, boys.
Enough
See
with the Pierre
Umanura.
Paul.
Holy shit.
Enough with the Pierre Paul slander.
Pierre Paul wasn't on the 2017.
I know, but they had him more recently than the
Yeah,
2017
and then they decided to trade him because he didn't fit their defense, and now he's a Pro Bowler.
when he decided to blow
Anyways,
up.
Dave Gettleman, don't get me started, ladies and gentlemen.
That's your future boss, Shane. You cannot speak too much.
I will tell him to stick it where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
Hey, that's your boy now after the draft, no?
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see
All
how
right,
they
let's
look
move on to the next question, okay? And it's literally the exact same question, totally opposite. If you're getting drafted tomorrow, where would you want to go least? You're getting that phone, you're like, I mean, you're still getting drafted, but you're like, damn. Out of all the teams, it was this one.
Damn.
I'm expecting us to have a couple of the same answers here. 3, 2,
Wait.
1.
I really don't know here.
This is
Lift it up.
maybe the easiest one.
What team? Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go Cincy too.
I have Houston, and so does Shaner, and then Cam has Cincinnati, and so does Dawson. The reason I picked Houston is, holy crap, that place is just a terribly run organization. It's an absolute shit show. They seem to just take star players and spit them out. And their quarterback situation, it looks like freaking Davis Mills is going to be their starting quarterback. Crazy enough. Like, that's crazy. I don't want Davis Mills, even though he's a good player, I don't want him throwing me the ball. Like, at this point, like, I think I would just go in there. Damn, like, it's bad.
Being as I played O-line, and the Cincinnati Bengals clearly don't value O-line or quarterbacks based on their first-round selection, I don't want to be there. Second of all, I've been to the state of Ohio. There's nothing to do in Ohio. It's good to save your money, I guess, because there's nothing to do, but it's brutal. It's miserable. The only place worse than Cincinnati is probably Cleveland, but the team itself is
the
better.
quote from Joakim Noah.
What did he say?
He was like, I never ever seen someone say they want to go to Cleveland. Like, what's so great about Cleveland?
No, Ohio sucks. It sucks.
Oh.
So that's definitely my answer.
Yeah, I just any team that has an established quarterback, I don't really want to go there. Like you said, though, Cincinnati, ugly. Could have said Cleveland too. Don't want to be in that state for any purpose. You know, like if I'm gonna back up Herbert for the rest of my life, at least I'm in LA.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
I'm gonna be in Cleveland, backing up Baker, or Cincy backing up Joe Burrow, no thanks.
No.
I don't know. There's nothing I hate more in this world than losing, and I don't think the Houston Texans are planning on winning anytime soon.
That is true.
And if I'm a pass rusher, the guy whose footsteps I'm following is J.J. Watt, and I'm not ready for that pressure.
Great point. It's a great point. All right, so I have 4 sports questions, and I have like 2 like random questions.
Chris.
Okay. All right. So the third question. Okay, in the NBA, right now the 3 biggest locks for the Hall of Fame are LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry. Okay, 3 biggest locks, not arguable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, who is the next biggest lock for the Hall of Fame? Because I think there is like maybe 5 more guys, but who's like the guy who like deserves it over everyone in your opinion? And to me, it was between 2 guys, but I have this one. 3, 2, 1, lift.
Oh, wow. That's
Okay.
a very good one.
I have Chris Paul, so does Shaner. Cam has Russ, and Dawson.
Kawhi with honorable
Kawhi.
mention, Russ.
Okay, so my second pick, I said I had 2 guys. The other guy was Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Chris Paul has just been so influential on so many players in the league, and he's the head of the NBA PA right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he had 9. He's been 9 times all NBA, 8-time defensive NBA. I was looking at the stats and stuff, but He's one of those guys that you just look at him, he just screams Hall of Fame. One of those players that I don't even know what his height is. What is 6 foot? Is he shorter? Something like that.
Yeah,
and
sure.
he dominates at the point guard position, makes everyone around him better. I mean, it just sucks that he hasn't won. But
yeah, I would like to personally apologize to CP3 for forgetting him because he's without a doubt the number one on this list. I think
it's think fast, so sometimes it slips your mind.
But just to go with mine, Kawhi, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, there's no two ways to cut it. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Yeah. I put honorable mention as Russ because people love to hate Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook is so fucking good at basketball. It's insane.
I hate the Russ slander. Okay, I hate it. Oh my God,
I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
He's so good at basketball. It's insane.
Say your piece, Cam, because you had him. I want to hear what you got to say.
Just his competitive. Like, name me someone who you think is genuinely more competitive than Russell Westbrook. No, there's a few guys on his level, but who is more competitive than Russell? He sets that bar year in, year out. He's a triple-double machine. He's he's been in a few unfavorable situations. Obviously, now they might get into the play-in tournament now with Washington, and we'll see what happens. But, dude, there's not enough to say about Russ. Like, he's just, to me, he's changed the game of basketball.
I agree.
Through and
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, completely agree with you. And the one thing that I just cannot stand is when people are like, he eats rebounds, eats assists for the stats. To me, that's the dumbest thing in the world. People are like, triple doubles don't matter. There's no one on on the planet that could do what he does athletically. And everyone's like, oh, if I don't know, if Kevin Durant wanted to eat all those rebounds and pass all that much, he'd have a triple double. He doesn't. Okay?
He doesn't.
He literally
Kevin
just
Durant
doesn't.
You're telling me as good as a rebounder and as good as a passer as Russell Westbrook is. If Steph Curry was a little bit taller and had bounced like Russell Westbrook, he would be the most unguardable player of all time. But he isn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that athleticism.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook is a machine.
Just telling me play, literally turn on the tape. He's disgusting.
Absolutely.
All of you have seen me get into an argument about this. Russ has always been one of my favorite players. He's my second favorite player in the NBA.
Yeah.
And
absolutely a lock.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand how people hate him. Why do you hate him? It doesn't make sense.
Stop the slander.
We're gonna miss him when he's gone.
That's it.
Now we look at triple doubles. We're like, oh yeah, Russ again. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's like a lock. At this point, it could be my lock of the week for the next 10 games.
Yeah, like I threw that in thinking like, oh, he won't do it, and then he did it 10 games in a row or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So.
Like he's gonna break the record for most triple doubles of all time against a center who played in the fucking 1950s against mailmen and janitors. He's gonna break that record. That's fucking crazy.
He's gonna smash that record. Actually,
it's insane.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone's ever gonna touch that.
No.
Don't know if anyone's ever gonna average a triple double again. And he did it 2 years in a row.
Well, he'll probably do it again.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, so let's just go over it, okay? Big locks for the Hall of Fame in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
If retired today, they're a lock. LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard. I'm gonna say Russ.
I'll say
Russ.
You could debate it. I say yes. Who are we forgetting?
If Anthony Davis retired tomorrow, no.
Like Giannis.
He's on the border. I was reading an article about this. He's on the borderline. So is Giannis. But I wouldn't put them in right now.
Too young.
But Giannis gets a championship, then he's right there,
Yeah,
But he's got to do that first. Like,
yeah.
I think those are the only locks right now.
I'm just trying.
Melo? Yeah, Melo's a Hall of Famer.
Melo, absolutely.
Melo's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Melo's a lock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think the young superstars just need to establish themselves. I think they will. A lot of them will probably, but
Giannis needs a ring.
Yeah, big time.
Or like 5 more MVPs at this rate.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just reading an article about it.
They forgot Serge Ibaka though.
Okay, so this guy says that Hall of Fame locks. He says LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, Russ. He says James Harden.
Yeah, James is a lock. Harden is a lock. Harden is a lock.
Chris Paul, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard in his prime was just absolutely unguardable.
He's got his ring now.
Then there's Kawhi Leonard, Carmelo Anthony, and Vince Carter.
Vince Carter's
This was
not-
last year, I guess.
Yeah.
And then borderline Hall of Famers, Aldridge,
Yeah, I was
Giannis,
gonna say LaMarcus.
Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Blake Griffin, Paul George, Andre Iguodala, Kyrie Irving, Derrick Rose. Damn, Derrick Rose, man, that's just
The saddest story.
such
Yeah.
a terrible thing. But anyways, let's move on. Next
Yep.
question. Last question of the sports questions. If Connor McDavid did not exist, who would win the Hart Trophy this year?
I mean, Connor McDavid. Because he would win it. His soul would win it. His angel. Just his presence somewhere in the world would win it.
3.
There's only one
2.
right answer.
I think we're
Mine
going to
was-
have the same. Really?
Yeah.
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 So Dawson had Leon Draisaitl. I had Austin Matthews. Shane had Austin Matthews. I'm just guessing that Cam has Austin Matthews. Yeah. And, I mean, listen, 40 goals in 49 games is a pretty remarkable stat.
So let me give my reasoning. I'm not saying Leon Draisaitl had a better season, but if we're talking if Connor McDavid didn't exist and Leon Draisaitl was getting even a quarter of those points or a quarter of those setups and stuff like that, I think he would be scoring at a rate not similar to McDavid, but close enough to McDavid. That would put him into the conversation. But strictly based on this year, I think you have to give it to Austin. But if Connor McDavid didn't exist, dropped off the face of the earth before the season, then I would probably guess Leon. Yeah,
I respect it, yeah.
we agree?
My
Okay.
only thing on that is there would not be in a playoff spot, but that's it.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with him when basically Connor McDavid did not exist last year and he did win it.
Yeah,
So
I don't hate Austin Matthews. I hate that Austin Matthews plays for
plays for
Toronto.
the Leafs. Yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, no, I that's kind of a no-brainer, and maybe we're like North Division bias is like coming out completely, but I think a fair amount of people would agree with us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time someone scored 40 goals in 49 games?
I still love you, Patrick Kane.
RT.
All right, let's get to the fun questions, Matt.
All right, here we go. We got 2 questions here. I don't know if you're going to think they're fun, but
Oh.
I just came up with them on the spot. I was like, you know what? I kind of like them. All right. All right. You show up to the bar. You only have time for one drink. What will be the one drink that will never fail to satisfy your thirst?
Oh, satisfied. Oh, this is different then.
I don't know. I guess your one go-to drink.
Okay.
Matt already knows where I'm going.
Actually, I don't.
I have one drink on this planet.
Guinness.
Okay, raise them up. Oh, okay. That's your number one case. So myself and Dawson have Bloody Caesars. Cam's got a Jamie Ginge, and Shaner has Guinness. And to me, the Bloody Caesar is it's just so different everywhere you go, and it's just so delicious. Some people,
Yeah.
I get why you wouldn't like it, but
I don't.
when you like it,
Grow up.
it's so delicious. Everywhere it's just one drink that you could just go have. You're like, damn, I love Bloody Caesars. I will never stop loving Bloody Caesars. Boom.
Yeah. They're hard to fuck up because you could literally pour Clamato and vodka and it's still pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But like once you start getting the fucking steak spice and rimmer and fucking all this shit, then it becomes nice. Close second to the Jamie Gin. Shout out to the boys for putting me on that, but gotta go Caesar.
Yeah, I love Caesars too, but they're good. Like I'll have one.
Yeah.
But you know what? The one
Have
thing with
time for
Caesars,
one,
is,
baby.
Yeah,
you know,
only
we all know a bartender who makes some pretty good Caesars, but I hate when other people make my Caesars for me. Like
Yeah.
there's just something so satisfying about making it
Making
yourself
it,
and it
yeah.
having like it just tasting so good. But Jameson ginger ale hasn't failed me. Probably will never fail me. That's my go-to.
I don't know. I don't have much to say. I'm just a big beer guy, and my number one beer. If I have to take one drink, I only have time for one drink. I'm going to that number one beer.
All right.
I'm going to get some hate for this from you guys, but honorable mention to a gin and tonic.
I like that.
Not a big
Okay.
gin guy. Not a
Yeah, I
big-
don't like gin at all.
All right.
Love gin.
Carrying on.
All right. Last question. Take it as if it's right now or growing up. Who is your celebrity crush? Shane knows mine.
Yeah, I don't even know mine.
Easy money. I don't even know if you guys know her.
I don't even know if you guys know her.
I have a few, but
All right, raise them up.
This one's been a constant in my life for a while.
Dawson has Wolfie Cindy. Don't know who that is.
Oh, dude, she's
Shane
so
has
fun.
Beyonce. Cam has Mila Kunis. I have Alex Daddario.
Okay, I don't know who that is either.
Okay, so Alex Daddario, she played Annabeth in Percy Jackson.
That's your really
Okay, so
great movie, by the way. Fantastic.
yeah,
movie.
awesome movie.
listen, when I was in elementary school, the Percy Jackson books are literally the only books I ever read in my life besides Kickoff by Tiki and Rondé Barber, okay?
Oh, I know we spoke about this before, but that book is fucking incredible.
Okay, so Percy Jackson, when those movies came out, a lot of people hated them, and I was like, I can't believe you hate them. These movies are wonderful. And Annabeth was just like, Alex Daddario in that movie was fire. Oh, okay, I know what that is. And then Baywatch came out,
Oh, baby.
and that was just the most wonderful movie. Her and Kate Upton, absolutely an unbelievable combo there. So, Alex Daddario, I love you. Marry me.
I have nothing to say. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm just gonna scroll. This is my argument. Why isn't it scrolling?
Really working for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say.
Kind of looks like Mila Kunis a little bit.
Nothing else to say. Come on, she's so pretty. God damn. All right, Shane or Cam.
I can't list off everything that Mila Kunis was in. But Friends with Benefits with Timberlake, really liked her in that
We
movie.
all know he was
I
going.
don't know. I tried to watch everything that she was in when I was younger. I don't know.
Doesn't mean how she plays Meg from Family Guy.
Yeah, she's the voiceover. That's sick.
Oh shit.
I don't really have anything to say. I mean, I don't know. She's been a constant in my life. If ever you leave Jay-Z, you know where to find me.
I'll respect it.
Honorable mention to Melinda Gates. Come marry me. Give me a fucking bag, baby. We're taking
Facts.
NBC to the moon.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
Is NBC trivia next?
I was about to say that does it for Think Fast. And now Dawson's gonna host a little segment we like to call NBC Trivia.
It's not as fun when you're not playing against Dawson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the probably 15th or something edition of NBC Trivia. I am your host, Dawson Spooner, your two-time reigning champion. I am super excited to bring you these fantastic questions today. I look forward to stumping the boys a little bit, but I do think they are genuinely going to do pretty well. I think they could probably get 6 or 7 of these, maybe even 8.
Predictions for a winner.
Predictions for the winner, just based on past experience, I got to go with my number one competitor, Shane. But Matt, you got to prove something to me today. Cam has been a constant. You know, he had a few rough episodes, but he's been a constant at like 5 or 6 answers. But Matt, I need something out of you today.
All right, I'll try my
let
best
me
here.
Prepare the question. We're going to start with NFL, jump to the NBA, and finish off with the NHL.
So you hate when we finish with the NHL, but it's completely fine for you to do it.
Yes, because you guys know NHL.
That's it.
I
We're
don't
throwing
know
a coup.
NHL.
Who's taking over?
All right.
You're so dramatic. I love it, though.
NFL.
I love it, though.
The NFL. Which team holds the record for least amount of points scored in a single season? Okay, if you guys want a hint, it was in the 2000s. So there's no like 1960, like whatever.
I don't know why.
Oh, I'm split between two teams.
I just went with the
Me
first
too,
team.
badly.
I just went with the first team that came to my head.
Okay.
Okay, do we all have our answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show them. So Matt has the Detroit Lions. Cam has
the
the.
Browns.
What did I say?
You said who has the least points scored in a single season?
Okay, get new pieces of paper because I fucked up the question.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Which team holds the record for least points allowed in a single season?
Oh,
Oh,
My apologies.
Oh man, there's so many teams I could go here.
Again,
I'm
hint,
thinking of
it was
two
in the
only.
2000s.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
My apologies,
Wait,
gentlemen.
when you say 2000s, do you count 2010s?
Yes, yeah. From 2000 plus.
I think I know who it is.
I have two answers again, but I definitely could be wrong.
All right, we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift them.
Oh, it's a
I
good
wanted to go
answer.
Ravens so bad.
So Matt has the Seahawks, Cam has the Broncos, and Shane has the Baltimore Ravens.
I was thinking
the correct
Seattle.
answer is the Baltimore Ravens in the year 2000.
Oh, that was the first team that came to mind, and then I was Denver. I was like, Denver had such a good team in 2015 or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
I started thinking about the Pats when they had like Stephon Gilmore and they were making all those interceptions and stuff
Yeah. So
like 2 years ago.
Oh man.
All right. Only 3 players in NFL history older than the age of 40 have made a catch in an NFL game. Name 2.
Name 2?
Over the
Name
age
two.
of 40?
Over the age of 40.
That
Only
is
2 players have ever caught a pass over the age of 40.
That is ridiculous.
Only 2
Maybe
players.
name 1.
Only 2
Is
players.
Fitz 40 yet?
I'll do this.
You know what? Do you want me guys to? I'll even give you one of them.
No.
Okay.
It should just be name 1, but okay.
No.
What, do you
Wait,
give
we
us
have
pass
to name
marks?
both?
What? You have
There's
to,
three
there's
of them.
3 players. You have to name 2.
Name 2?
Okay, I'll give you one. One of them is Jerry Rice.
I fucking had that on my sheet.
Okay.
Fuck.
I'm blank. I'm going with the neg. No show. This is my paper.
No show.
Yeah,
I
don't
have
know.
3 names on my thing
I'm
now.
drawing a serious blank. I don't
All
even
right.
know receivers that played that old.
Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, Jerry Rice.
Oh, Brady's a good answer.
The correct answer is Jerry Rice, Tom Brady, and Brett Favre.
I was thinking Brett Favre for some reason.
So Tom Brady has one catch over the age of 40, and Brett Favre has 1 catch for -2 yards. And Jerry Rice has like 1,000-something receiving yards.
And Shane got all 3.
And Shane got all 3.
Yes, people keeping score at home. I got you.
All right. After 2 questions, Cam 0, Matt 0, Shane 2.
Good questions though. I like
Thank
the
you.
I'm
creativity.
liking these.
Thank you. All right. Where's my paper? All right.
Pissed. It should have been just name 1. I'm fucking pissed.
Well, it wasn't. So, peaking at number 41 on the Billboard Top 100, this NFL team was credited with creating the song Super Bowl Shuffle.
Oh,
You've
no.
all heard this song. Dun, 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 the Super Bowl Shuffle. You've all heard the song.
I have no fucking clue.
I've not.
It was in like the 70s or 80s, if that helps you guys.
I had 1 name, I guess.
Oh man.
It's
I
a
know
team.
who
It's
this
not a
is.
player or anything. It's a team.
I know who this
I think
is.
I like low-key have a shot here, but it could be like way off. Where
3, 2, 1, lift. So Matt has the Cowboys, Cam has the 49ers, and Shane has the Rams. The correct answer is the Chicago Bears, led by Refrigerator William Perry. Singing
that would have been the
song.
80s then.
Okay, yeah.
85.
All right. So after round 1, Cam 0, Matt 0, Shane 2. We're jumping to the NBA.
I'm sorry, all of my Team Matt fans. I'm trying my hardest here. It's just not working out. It's not my day.
You're a dick, but I don't
I
think
think
you are.
every
All
fan.
right.
I think every fan in my corner has left the building, but I'm still here. So let's go.
My fans never jump ship.
All right. In NBA history, only 4 players have ever recorded a quadruple double. Name 1.
Oh fuck! What's his name?
I'm doing it just for the shits.
So for those at home who don't know what a quadruple double is when you have more than 10 stats in 4 categories.
Draymond Green once had a triple double without points.
Yeah, I know.
9
That's
points.
crazy. Do we all have our answers?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, lift.
I'm almost certain this is true.
Matt says David Robinson. Cam says Russell Westbrook. And Shane says Wilt Chamberlain. The correct answers are Nate Thurman, Alvin Robertson, Hakeem Olajuwon, and David Robinson.
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Fantastic showing by Matt on that
Let's
question.
go. I'm back. baby.
Congratulations
I
to
was
you,
gonna
sir.
say Hakeem.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Fuck. Yo, his name blanked on me for like the first 5 seconds. I was
Great job.
Good for
Great
you,
job.
Matt. That's a good
All I
one.
remember is seeing like ESPN sometimes posts like the weirdest stat lines of all time.
Yeah.
And I just see that
Draymond.
picture of him in
Yeah.
the Spurs uni. I'm like, I was
Oh,
like,
that one. Yeah,
in my
yeah.
head. I'm like, damn.
All right. Who owns the record for most points in a quarter with 37?
I think we should all get this. Unless I'm tripping and I'm overconfident.
Let me know when we're ready.
I'm ready.
Cam, are you ready?
Sure. I
3, 2, 1.
It was Clay? Well, I'm not even going to put it on my paper. I'm embarrassed.
Correct answer is Klay Thompson.
It's getting bad.
Cam, I want to know who you had.
No, I'm not telling you.
Oh,
After the second question of the second round, Shane, do you see Matt's reflection in the rearview mirror?
no.
Cam has 0, Matt has 2, Shane has 3.
You know what's kind
On
of crazy?
to the third question.
When Wilt had that 100-point game, did he just have like 25 points in all 4 quarters? like,
Yeah,
like
I know. I
that's
don't know.
kind of like you kind of think like
Yeah, I
you,
know.
you have to have at least one quarter we went off, and he didn't even get 37. I mean, 37 is a lot, but like,
Yeah. All right. This one's a tough one. I'm not going to lie, but if you actually think and you know it, then it's pretty easy.
Wow. If you know it, that's crazy.
No. But
If
like,
you know it's easy. Wow.
It's easy. It's easy. Yeah. The 2003 NBA draft class, which is when LeBron was drafted. It's LeBron's draft class. Okay.
Yeah.
Has 9 NBA All-Stars. Name 4.
can I say LeBron?
Yeah, you can say LeBron. If I said name 5, I'd be a dick, but name 4 is easy.
Could be wrong with the last one,
All
but
right. Don't hold it up yet.
I'm ready.
Cam, are you ready?
Yeah, it's a 0 for me again.
All right.
Okay, I had CP3 and Melo.
LeBron, Wade, Bosch, Melo for Shane. LeBron, Wade, Melo, CP3. And Cam, who do you have?
I'm blank. I didn't even have a fourth name. I had LeBron, Melo, CP3, but I couldn't even think of anyone
Was
else.
CP3 a part of that draft class? No,
He
way.
was not a part of
Oh.
that draft class. Who was part of that draft class was Chris Bosch. So the correct answer would be a combination of any of the following: LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosch, Josh Howard, Kyle Korver, David West, Chris Kaman, and Mo Williams. After round 2, Shane has 4, Matt has 2, Cam has 0.
I'm bound to get one. If I don't get one, I'm
You're gonna get one. You're gonna get some of the NHL ones.
I won't participate in trivia ever again.
All right.
If you said none,
If-
you're permanently the host.
Cam, if you don't get one of these, there's a problem. Okay? What NHL fan base is known for throwing octopuses on the ice?
Oh, you finally gave me one. I love you for that.
Maybe I'm fucking stupid, but I'm pretty sure it's this team.
3, 2,
Oh, wait,
1.
no.
Raise.
Wait. Yeah, okay.
Raise.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know why I thought I was gonna change it
The
last.
correct answer is the Detroit Red Wings. You are all correct. You all get a point. Cam, you're on the board. Congratulations.
Embarrassing.
I need to get the next 2, and Shane needs to lose the next 2, basically.
That is correct. And it looks like it's going to end here because I hope Shane knows this one.
Oh, man.
What is a Gordie Howe hat trick?
Oh my god.
I know. I'm sorry.
Dude, that's so bad.
Show it.
Me?
Goal, assist, fight, goal, assist, fight, goal, assist, fight. We're all on the board.
I'm a stat patter like Russ.
And just like that, Shane is your champion unless, hold the phone, unless we want to raise the stakes and make the last question worth 3 points to give everyone a shot. We could. It's up to you.
Wait.
So Shane, you basically have to bet on yourself here.
I will gladly take the L and
I'm putting the money on
it's
the
between
table.
Matt and
Less than
Shane.
3
I don't
points.
think I have a right to be a part of this conversation.
Make it 3 points.
Make it 3 points. Matt, do you accept?
Oh,
Sure.
All right.
bet
The
on
last
my-
question.
Why would I not accept?
The last question. Which brother duo has scored the most points in NHL history?
I mean, I think it's this one.
Put it down.
Oh, really?
Cam.
Oh, it is the Gretzky brothers, but his brother only has 2 points. I had the Stop
So
brothers.
the correct answer
Wait,
is
It
the
is-
Gretzky's
But his
with a
brother only
total-
has like 3 points.
with a total of 2,861 points. Gretzky having 2,857, and his brother Brent Gretzky having 4.
Oh my god.
Well deserved, Shaner.
Yeah.
You put
Ladies
up
and
a
gentlemen.
performance today.
Shane is your champion.
You know what? I'm very happy with the way I performed today.
Matt, you had
A
4 correct answers.
slight slip up on that on the receiver question and the LeBron
class,
James
yeah.
draft class answer, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with how I performed.
There was never a doubt.
All right.
How did we like
Job,
my questions?
Shaner will be the host next week.
How did
So
we like my
correct.
questions?
I liked your questions.
Not
Okay,
bad. I don't like the multiple
Me too.
answer questions.
Me too, but it's
Too much
okay.
thinking for 10 seconds. But you know what? Good questions though. I like
Thank
the
you.
questions.
Thank
Don't
you.
like having to think of forward names.
Yeah.
But
Got it.
also suck at basketball questions. So
Let's move on.
All right, let's move on. We got three segments here left, okay? So let's go on to a brand new segment. A segment we like to call You Ask, We Answer. So basically, if you're watching this right now, go to Instagram, search up Nothing But Controversy, and follow us. Because for You Ask, We Answer, we put up a video of me hitting a disgusting, nice little pitching wedge shot yesterday, and me explaining what You Ask, We Answer is. Basically, all it is we put up one of those little Instagram question things for your story, and people would send us in questions that we talk about during the podcast. So you know what? I'm gonna shout out the people that that sent in the question. Okay, so we got 4 today. Okay. First question comes from Kazman59 at Kazman59 on Instagram. His question was, Aaron Rodgers will play where in 2021? We kind of talked about this last week, but to go over it again, my prediction was that things were going to kind of settle over, but there was no way that Aaron Rodgers was playing anywhere but Green Bay, in my opinion. That's my answer.
I also agree. I think he'll play in Green Bay, like Matt said. The dust will settle eventually. I think he's too good of a player. He means too much to the city, to the franchise to walk away. They won't let him walk away.
Like another thing.
They're just playing chicken with each other now.
Yeah, another thing I saw, Ian Rappaport, I think, sent was being recorded. Literally last week, it was there's no way Aaron Rodgers is playing for Green Bay again. And then today, he released a statement. Ian Rappaport said, all right, well, now it could go either way. That's what they're saying. The Aaron Rodgers situation could go either way.
Exactly.
They're set a standstill or something.
I don't think he has that much leverage. I'm gonna stay with Green Bay.
He will be a Packer.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for the
good
question. Yeah, definitely a question that a lot of people are thinking about right now. Next question is kind of like a hypothetical one from our boy Yannick_pro on Instagram. And his question is, if you can only watch one sport for the rest of your life and no other sports exist, which do you pick? We might all have the same answer here, but this is easy. Football. This is pretty much a football-dominant podcast for a reason. We're all big football guys. The way I look at it is they do play once a week, but it's I guess it's just it's fine. That's fine. I mean, they play, I guess now they play Thursdays and Mondays too, which is good. But the way I look at it is you're kind of only really getting a month and a half of no football. Okay, so let's say it ends first weekend of February. Yeah, I'll say 2 months. But pretty much end of March, first week of April is when the combine and the draft talks start coming. And you're watching that shit all the time on, so I'm counting that. And then starting
OTAs,
May,
the draft,
the
yeah.
CFL starts. So
Yeah.
you get the full summer of the CFL, and then in the fall the NFL starts, and that takes over our lives. So it's not like I'm missing a lot of time. Like for 2 months, I'm not going to be watching sports, but it's better than watching hockey for 8 months. I mean, I enjoy watching hockey, but definitely not as much as football, obviously. So football, you have my heart forever, obviously.
Yeah. And he didn't even touch on college football. We get Saturdays with college football. We get signing days. We get all of this. We get the opening. We get all of that. Football is the most year-round sport, which is a huge factor in my decision. Matt kind of took the words out of my mouth. Like, they play for 17 weeks plus playoffs, but like the off season is arguably more entertaining than the season. Like, I fucking love the off season. So it's got to be football for me.
Yeah, I love football, and my answer is football. A little bit of a curveball, though. I think I could watch the UFC once a week for the rest of my life, like, easily.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, over the last year, putting on events every single week, which no other sport could do, was really impressive, and I think drew in a lot of fans. Now we're getting quality fight after quality fight, so I like it. I'm gonna go with football, but UFC a close second. Shout out to Mean Boy Yanni for the question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say football, but just to be different from you guys, because I feel like we should change it up at this point. I'll say hockey.
Sure.
I watch all that stuff. Like, most of you guys just watch the NHL or whatever. I watch the junior games. I watch college games. So, like, I know all these guys come in. Like, you guys at draft, like, if the Habs are not drafting a top prospect, you guys don't really know them that well, right? Like, I know all these guys that they're picking.
Yeah.
I can watch hockey, like, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. Like, that bubble last year was the greatest thing ever. I would just wake up, put it on, and just watch it until I went to bed.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, there's nothing quite like Boxing Day, waking up if the tournament's in Sweden or like Russia, and you're waking up at like 5 a.m. to watch Team Canada go step on the ice. Like I'll definitely give you points for that. The World Juniors an electric tournament.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever watched a U18 tournament until the last couple of weeks, and shit was really entertaining, honestly. Especially like that gold medal game was sick. Russia scored to cut it to a 1-point game with like 10 minutes left in the third, and it was pretty intense. So shout out to the U18s. I think I could definitely get into junior hockey a little more.
All right, so these next two questions are more like shots. Like
one's getting offended.
Yeah. All right. So at Jay Brown.
Shout out to Jaden Brown.
The kid that we coach asked us, who was the best at football during their prime on this podcast?
Good question.
Very good question.
Look, I'm just going to sit this one out because I was always hurt, so I never really played, to be honest. So I'm just going to let them duke it out here.
And not for nothing, when you were healthy, you were pretty dominant.
But I was just never healthy.
The good thing about this
so he was never dominant.
The good thing about this is that not one of us was shit. Like we're all pretty much the stars of our team at this point. But I don't know. I'm not gonna toot my own horn. I'll let my tape speak for itself. I'm the only reason why I'm not saying you is because Cam, you threw me those balls, baby, and I'll always respect you and I'll always love you for it. You're my favorite quarterback. I love you forever, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
Fuck you guys. I'm saying
I'm gonna go with Dawson, but not for like just because after I saw this question from Jaden, and like I don't actually want to pick any of us over anyone else. Like I think we're all good players in our primes for sure, but Dawson's midget tape in Saint Lazare. I watched it again last night for no good reason other than the fact that I saw that question. Dawson was a scary dude at 16 or 17, whatever it was. Then he got benched in the final, so.
That's crazy.
I just run a little.
Holy shit. But if you're going to get benched somewhere, it might as well be in Cégep Division 1. So I'll take it.
Fair enough.
Listen,
my vote is me.
The only tape I have on me is the trainer's tape that they used to tape me.
Yeah.
And who's your answer?
I'm gonna show my O-line boy some love here. D1 college. I gotta give it to him.
Not for nothing though. If I'm not picking myself, I love all you boys, but Matt just watching.
Yeah, Matt's hands were different.
No, but being like 2 years older, never playing with Matt, and going to his games like before or after my games, and just seeing Matt score like 4 touchdowns a game, it was pretty fun to watch. So
Matt was just one of those dudes. Like
yeah,
no other receiver at 12 years old was
throw it up
Doing
and
what he was doing,
Yeah.
I think my favorite video is Matt scoring a touchdown and then me and Cam running after him.
Oh,
On
yeah.
a tip ball too. See how many times I can't count on my fingers how many times Matt bailed me out on bad balls. So
Bro, it's like us at 10 years old and just sprinting to the end zone to celebrate with each other.
I
But
appreciate
yeah,
it. Listen,
it's a good thing none of us were shit, because then some of us would have had a little awkwardness here. But
and listen, not for nothing, for whoever's watching this podcast, I know we sound like a broken record talking about football because we love talking about it. And it was our life, man. Literally growing up, literally until like 2 years ago, we were all playing football. And then now we're all coaching. Like, it's not like it ever left. Like, we love football. It's like we live and breathe it. Like, this is like
yeah,
we want to talk about football for the rest of our lives. Like, that's literally what it is. So don't ever get upset at us talking about our favorite sport. It's literally what brought us together. We all met through football. We all became best friends through football.
Yeah.
It's what changed. It changed our lives. So let's be honest.
absolutely.
Jay Brown, good question. And we'll go on to the last question here. At Trinception, taking a little shot at Dawson here. And he said, who is the worst golfer on the NBC squad, and why is it Dawson? And I'm going to go ahead and say Trinception. It's a good question, but I don't think it's Dawson, my friends.
I think I've pretty much secured my spot as the second best golfer in NBC.
I just don't golf ever. So if you guys want to say it to me, go crazy. I don't golf at all. I golf once a year. It's fun. I have a great time. Had fun with you boys last year, but not in my top 5 hobbies, I'll say.
Fair enough.
Get wasted.
Yeah, but not for nothing, Shaner. When you got the
When
ugliest swing on the
Shane-
planet, but
When Shane connects with one, he connects. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit the ball down the pipe. I'll
Oh,
respect.
holy fuck. That swing.
The swing is brutal, but hey, whatever works, and I don't know if it works, but sometimes it does.
I don't know if we can find a clip, Matt, but send me a clip and I'll fucking roll it right now.
I'm glad to see you, bro. Yeah. Can I just step in?
I'm gonna find a clip of Shaner fucking swinging a club.
There's definitely a lot of videos of me swinging.
Oh, shit. Those were great questions.
Keep in mind, Jake Paul, I throw better punches than I hit a golf ball, so.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Shout
All
out
right,
to
well, that-
Shane. Also, quickly, shout out to Shane's boxing coach, Masood.
Shabazz.
Our boy Shabazz Masood.
Yeah.
Get me ready
Coming.
for
He's training Shane for Jake Paul.
If you haven't already done so, go check out our interview with him. More controversy. The first ever time we have done an episode like that. Go check it out. Some great takes, talking about some YouTube boxing and his journey through life. But yeah, let's move on to everybody's favorite segment, and that's Top 5. Top 5. This top 5 I'm very excited for. I really want to know what you guys are saying here. Okay, my first 2, like my 5 and 4, are like maybe shockers, but I don't know why. I've always loved those plays. Okay, number 5.
You didn't even say what the top 5 is.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, top 5 favorite plays in NFL history. Okay, so things that happen. It could be because it was your favorite team. It could be because it was your favorite player or something, just something spectacular or whatever. Okay. So number 5, I don't know if you guys are going to know this play like off the hand, but I have Golden Tate. I think he was playing for the Lions, flipping into the end zone in OT against the Vikings. It wasn't the fact that it was spectacular, because it was a great play. It was the fact that he just stopped on like the 10-yard line, let the guy go, stiff-armed him down, and then flipped into the end zone as the guy was trying to tackle him. It just smokes him with his ass, like literally just straight up in the air. And he just gets up and looks like that. Like one of the most savage plays of all time. That's number 5. Number 4, I think I was like 10. Jerome Simpson's flip into the end zone. This guy, Jerome Simpson, I swear, was relevant in the NFL for like 5 weeks. And he was
but he was so good for 5 weeks.
This guy was just doing fucked up plays. And this guy against Arizona caught the ball on a drag, ran around, and did a complete front flip over a guy. Like, didn't hurdle a guy. Did a front flip over a guy, landed it in the end zone. and scored a touchdown. One of the most crazy things I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Number 3, this is more like nostalgia now. And it's Drew Brees becoming the all-time passing yards leader. He had a 60-yard touchdown pass to Traquan Smith. Just go and watch that video. Just search up Drew Brees passing Peyton Manning for all-time yards leader. And I'm telling you, it's just such a great clip. It's just everything that Drew Brees went through and all that. Like, seeing him become the most prolific passer of all time on paper was special. It was in the Superdome, was on a Monday night, and whenever he was in the Superdome on Monday night, he would absolutely go off. Number 2, I'm sorry, Dawson, you know it was coming.
Fuck Tracy Porter.
Tracy Porter in the Super Bowl against the Colts for the Saints. Peyton Manning was driving the Colts down the field. Tracy Porter stuck a sword in their hearts, caught the ball, ran down the sideline, started pointing like this. Most iconic play in Saints history, won them the Super Bowl. And number 1, the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in a sport, Odell Beckham Jr.'s one-handed catch against the Cowboys. Not the best play I've ever seen in football. The best, most athletic thing I've ever seen in a sporting event. Odell Beckham Jr. single-handedly flipped the sporting world upside down, completely changed the game of football forever with that one catch.
Yep.
And easiest number 1 that I'll put down, Odell Beckham Jr. Literally anyone catches it with one hand, like, oh, you Odell'd that now. Like, That's literally what that catch did.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Odell Beckham Jr., congratulations. And it was against the Cowboys, so even juicier.
That is a good list, Matt. I don't think any of yours were controversial, though. Mine, I'm noticing a lot of them are playoff stuff, but number 5, our boy, the best sports analyst on the planet right now, with the funniest show, Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's Hit Stick, where he just absolutely killed someone. Killed someone. He's a punter. He's not supposed to be doing that.
No, but Trenton Holiday was going off as a returner during the year, and especially that was in the playoffs, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't think it might have been.
Okay, well, anyways, Trenton Holiday was going off that year.
Yeah,
and Pat McAfee almost
laid the
life.
boom. Laid the boom.
Great,
Pat. Have us on the show. We would love to come on the show. The Pat McAfee Show, greatest show on the planet, other than Nothing But Controversy. Number 4, one of the most underrated plays I feel in Super Bowl history. James Harrison, 102-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Right before half.
Get to the sideline, put the oxygen on his head. Unbelievable play.
Against Kurt Warner. No less.
Against Kurt Warner. Number 3, shout out to my boy Shane. David Tyree. That is just an unbelievable play. Insane catch. I remember exactly where I was at my grandma's house watching the Super Bowl, eating some chili. David Tyree makes that catch. It's like, holy shit, we got a ball game.
He goes flying.
Yeah. Number 2, OBJ the catch. I was in Indianapolis watching my first ever NFL game with my dad in a hotel room, watching that, eating Papa John's pizza. Odell the catch. It was just like literally, I was in a group chat with my friends, and he made that catch, and I was on like a 10-second delay, and the chat just starts blowing up like, holy shit, greatest catch of all time. Oh my God. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I see it. Unbelievable. Number 1, I know I said he's one of the biggest draft busts last week, but Andrew Luck, the Superman versus the Chiefs, where he got the snap, fumbled it, reaches over to take the lead after they were down 24 points. That is my favorite play of all time. I've literally never yelled so loud in my life. I would have picked a play from the 2006 Super Bowl with the Colts, but there was no plays that super stood out other than the first play of the game where we had a kickoff returned against us. But Andrew Luck, Superman versus the Chiefs.
And not for nothing, before we move on, another thing about Odell's catch was just Chris Collinsworth call on it. He didn't even realize it. He's like,
oh my God.
He's like, that might be the greatest catch I've ever seen. Oh my God, Jake Evans just scored a disgusting goal. Absolutely disgusting. But all right, let's move on. It's 1-0 Habs.
All right. At number 5, I had to throw in a little recent one.
Philly special.
At number 5, got me the fantasy dub. I remember watching this in my apartment with the guy I was playing fantasy against. Shout out to LBS. D-Hop made an absolutely disgusting catch over 3 guys against Buffalo. And I love Kyler, so that was a pretty sick play. At number 4, I have the OBJ catch. Probably should have been higher. Like you guys touched on it. Best catch of all time.
Nothing to be said.
At number 3, I'm sorry, Matt, but this is something that every time I see just gets me so excited, and that's Marshawn Lynch and Beast Mode.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of
fine.
that.
I thought you were about to bring up the
No. You know what? That's not that great of a play. Like,
Fuck that play.
Stephon Diggs kind of got lucky, but anyways.
I thought
Yeah, beast mode.
That,
I was also at
every
my
time you-
grandma's for that play.
Every time I watch that, I just get excited, so that's why that's there.
Yeah.
Number 2, Deshaun Jackson, miracle at the Meadowlands. The Eagles were down by a lot in that game, and it was kind of embarrassing. And I actually left my house when they were down by whatever, at 21 or whatever it was. And then I came back during the last drive, and the Eagles got the stop. And I saw Tom Coughlin, you know, like giving it to his punter, telling him where to put it. And Deshaun Jackson he let it bounce, got a few great blocks, and the rest is history. I don't know. That could honestly be number 1 if this didn't happen. But at number 1, I have the Philly special. Every single team in the NFL has recreated it somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever look like the original to me. In the Super Bowl right before halftime, on 4th and goal. I love it.
I just want to bring up one thing since we were talking about the Eagles. I want to give a special shout out to first play on Monday Night Football. Mike Vick.
Yes, I was thinking of
play
putting that
action
in there too.
Against Washington. Whips it down the field to Deshaun Jackson in the first play of the game. Unbelievable call by Mike Tirico, too. That was a great play.
Yeah, and the Eagles put up 35 points in the first quarter. I'll never forget that game. I don't know why.
That was a great play.
All right.
I love that. Whenever there's a little pause, you just hear Shane.
All right.
Get lucky, though. The Giants are loaded with these kind of plays.
Yeah.
If you think about it, OBJ,
I can think of 3 at this point.
I didn't honorable mention to Mario Manningham on the side.
Whoa, it's not.
You don't have that in there?
It's not on.
Damn.
All right, at 5, shockingly, I have the Philly special. Just the balls to call that play in that moment.
With Nick Foles.
With Nick Foles. And I don't know, it's unmatched to be able to call that in such a big moment. Also, a nice little Florida Gator through that pass, my boy Trey Burton.
Shout out to Trey.
Also, the fact that it was literally anyone who's not a fan of the Patriots or like anyone in the NFC East was just completely cheering for the Eagles in that game. You know, and it just lifted the world like over the Patriots. Like it was such a great play.
Surprisingly, at 4, I have the Odell catch.
At 4?
Yeah, at 4. Like I said, it was just a terrific catch. It wasn't really a great play. It was just a normal Eli throws it and just Odell just made an incredible. Like it wasn't a good play call or anything. It was just a normal play call. At 3, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when Tebow was on the Chiefs.
Oh, he threw the touchdown pass.
See that little jump pass touchdown, and I've never seen him get more hype in my entire life.
That's over Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch.
Yeah.
Ontario Post.
Gotta show the big men some love. I respect that.
Oh my God.
I just think the play call was hilarious, and Terry Poe just getting absolutely fired up was amazing.
Okay, wait. Since we're talking about old Chiefs, do you guys remember Dwayne Bowe?
Yeah.
Okay, so good. Sorry, I just wanted to just wanted to see if you guys remembered that guy.
At 2, the catch that won it all, baby. David Tyree. That's at 2.
What's number 1?
Enough said about that. Number 1. This play, I feel like it's going to get a lot of heat, but to me it was just so fun to watch. The Rams trick punt return.
Yeah.
When Tavon Austin went down and
played dead.
And Stedman Bailey just bolted down the sideline. I don't know why that play was just so electric. It's as soon as Matt sent us the schedule for this week, that was the first play that came to my mind.
That's crazy.
Listen, I like your
all these.
I don't like the order of them.
1.
Yeah, I like your plays. I don't like the order of them, but
I'd like to give 2 quick honorable mentions. Honorable mention to Santonio Holmes, crazy catch. Also, honorable mention to Sean Taylor absolutely destroying a punter in the Pro Bowl. That's one of the funniest plays I've ever seen in my life.
All right. That does it for top 5. And now we're going to move on to the segment that we end every single episode with. That is our lock of the week in terms of betting, presented to you by Bet99. All right. Cam touched upon it a little bit before, but UFC 262 is on the board on Saturday, and the main event is for the World Lightweight Championship.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay? Michael Chandler, Bellator champ, turned UFC, fought one guy, and got himself a title shot against Charles Oliveira, who has the most submissions of all time.
Why are you talking like that?
Yeah, what is happening? Can we just get to the lock?
This is me saying that Michael Chandler does not deserve the title shot. They only put him in there because Dustin Poirier wanted money over title. Okay? Charles Oliveira will win this championship, will claim the belt finally. So my lock of the week is Charles Oliveira money line over Michael Chandler. And if I had to bet on how he was going to do it, I'd do it by submission. Because Charles Oliveira on the ground is an absolute monster. All right?
All right. Well, since Matt used up all our time, I have on Wednesday, May 12th, I have the Golden Knights over the Sharks.
My bold prediction was actually going to be that Minnesota jumps Colorado and finishes second in the West. I decided to change that at the last second, but I'm going to go with Minnesota ML on Wednesday night against St. Louis.
May 12th. Wizards Hawks. Russ double-double. Shocking, right? That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quadruple double.
All right. Well, that does it for episode 22 of the Nothing But Controversy podcast. Thanks for sticking around. As always, go give this video a little like, subscribe, comment, go share it around. Go to Instagram, go follow us, and
What'll happen?
if you give this video a like, and especially if you give it a comment, Shane will give you a big smooch.
Comment your address.